cameras flashing, the crowd roaring, and the WNBA spotlight brighter than ever. But after the intense showdown between the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty, one moment stood out above all. Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart, two of the league's most respected superstars, went off script and straight from the heart. Their praise for Caitlin Clark wasn't just kind, it was groundbreaking. The post-game reaction left fans shocked, and the entire basketball world buzzing. Why did they speak out now? What does it mean for Caitlin Clark's future in the league? And is the WNBA witnessing a real generational shift? Stay tuned, because this story is deeper than you think. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the aftermath of the Indiana Fever vs. New York Liberty matchup, a game that not only delivered on the court but exploded off it. And at the heart of the drama, Caitlin Clark. The rookie phenom continues to draw attention, but what really stole the headlines was the unfiltered admiration from Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart during their post-game interviews. We're breaking down their words, what it reveals about league dynamics, and what fans, and even critics, should take away from it all. The game itself was a thriller. Caitlin Clark came out swinging, dropping a clean 22 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Her on-court vision, no-look passes, and deep three-pointers kept the Fever competitive through all 4 quarters. But the Liberty's powerhouse duo, Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart, weren't going to let the home crowd down easily. Ionescu led the charge with 24 points and 9 assists, while Stewart added a dominant 26 and 12 performance. The Liberty clinched the win, but what happened after the final buzzer is what everyone's talking about. In the press room, Sabrina Ionescu was asked about Caitlin Clark. And her answer? Straight fire. She's not just hype. She reads the game like a vet. That court vision, that spacing, that ability to shift defenders with just her eyes, that's elite stuff. I love playing against players who push the tempo and make us better. Caitlin's one of them. This wasn't a generic, polite comment. This was full-throttle respect. Let's break that down. Sabrina, who's been seen as a face of the WNBA's new wave, essentially handed the torch mid-season. That doesn't happen often. In a league where competition is fierce and rookies are often hazed more than praised, this was a huge moment. And fans caught on instantly. Within minutes, Ionescu x Clark started trending on social media. Then came Breanna Stewart. If Ionescu opened the door, Stewart kicked it wide open. What Caitlin's doing, under this pressure, with this media circus, is unreal. But she handles it like a pro. She's not just helping Indiana, she's growing the whole league. Let that sink in. One of the most decorated players in WNBA history, MVP, Olympic gold medalist, champion, is saying that Caitlin Clark is lifting the entire league. Stewart continued. We talk about growing the game, right? Caitlin is doing that. She brings energy, she brings fans, and most importantly, she backs it up with performance. That's what it takes. That kind of endorsement doesn't come lightly. Stewart knows the power of her words. In a league often accused of gatekeeping young stars or downplaying rookies, this open praise means everything. Let's be honest, Caitlin Clark has faced criticism from all angles. From physical play on the court to constant scrutiny in the media, her rookie season hasn't been a walk in the park. But when players like Stewart and Ionescu break rank to applaud her, it sends a message to the rest of the league. This is not just hype. This is real. It also builds bridges between generations, veterans and rookies uniting for the future of the WNBA. Fans went wild after the press conference. Liberty fans were praising their leaders for being gracious and mature. Fever fans? Absolutely emotional. Caitlin supporters have been begging for this kind of league-wide recognition, and now they finally got it. Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, all lit up with highlight clips of the praise. One post read, "When Sabrina and Stewie say you're the real deal, you're the real deal." Another user said, This is the moment Cailtin officially arrived in the W. The fan energy is undeniable, and it's feeding into the WNBA's massive 2025 ratings surge. And Cailtin? She handled it like she always does, humble, cool, and laser-focused. I've looked up to both of them for a long time. To hear that from them means the world. But I've still got a lot to prove. I'm just trying to get better every game. It's this kind of mindset that makes people root for her. She doesn't let the noise get to her, good or bad. And that's exactly why people like Stewart and Ionescu are buying in. This isn't just about Caitlin Clark. This is about a cultural shift in the WNBA. Veterans uplifting rookies. Stars supporting stars. And a league that's finally embracing its own growth. Caitlin Clark is at the center, but players like Ionescu and Stewart are showing that real leadership is about making room for greatness, not gatekeeping it. With the All-Star break approaching and Olympic chatter in the air, Caitlin Clark is walking a tightrope of media pressure and on-court expectations. But with every passing game, and now with public backing from legends, she's becoming more than just a rookie. She's becoming a force. And the Indiana Fever? With Aaliyah Boston continuing to find rhythm and the coaching staff leaning into Clark's floor leadership, this team is not the easy win it was at the season's start. Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart didn't just praise Caitlin Clark. They validated her. They recognized her game, her impact, and her pressure. And they did it publicly, without hesitation. This moment might not go in the box score, but it's already in the WNBA history books. And for fans of women's basketball, it's a sign that the future isn't just bright, it's exploding. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives, reactions, and WNBA content every single week. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of Sabrina and Stewie's comments? And where does Caitlin Clark go from here? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.